What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to answer a question from a good friend of mine, Will, who posted a comment on my giveaway video where I asked for topic suggestions. So here you go. He left a comment the other day, I think yesterday, and I am filming it today because, hey, why not? I thought it was a great topic. Or a great question. And before I get too far off, I will link to the giveaway video down below because it is still going. I'm filming on December 13th. You're going to see this on December 14th. The giveaway video, or the giveaway, is open until Wednesday, December 16th. All right, so his question was, or his idea, whatever was, how do I travel with my EDC? Or do I travel or do I just get somewhere and buy something? Do I just go empty-handed while I am traveling, or what? Now, granted, I don't know that anybody's really done much traveling over the last 9 months, a year during the whole COVID pandemic, right? But I did travel a fair amount prior for work and whatnot. And to answer the question, I never travel without a knife or two and a watch. It just doesn't happen. So I'm that guy who always checks a bag whenever I'm going somewhere because I'm not going to go somewhere empty-handed. There you go. Spoiler alert. So I've only been into watches for like a year-ish, year and a half, about a year and a half now. So we'll get to the watches piece in a second. I have these really cool Ace cases. I've got several. I probably have a dozen of these. And these are the ones I typically use when I travel. Some have easier zippers than the other. This one's kind of a little stiff, but hey, whatever. Same difference. Depending on where I'm going and what I'm doing will dictate what knives I take. Okay? But suffice it to say, I will generally take a nice knife or a nicer knife and a good work knife, hard use working type knife. So regardless of what I take, this is how I will take them. I will take a couple of knives. For instance, we'll take the whole Spectre this time, put that in there, and I will take, this Tucson because this will be my work knife. And then I have a nice knife. So I will put them in here, and then I usually will travel with an extra pair of shoes, whether it's my work boots or dress shoes or something, and I will just stick these right inside of the shoe, put some socks in on top just to hold everything in, and it saves space. So whenever you're packing, always stuff stuff in your shoes because, well, it's wasted space inside of your shoe. So my knives will always go into my shoes and socks and then stuff, right? The other things that I always will take with me is a flashlight. I will always carry a flashlight with me on the plane, no matter what. But I always take a backup light in my bag. And usually, depending on which bag I'm taking, there's like a little kind of a junk pocket, if you will. There's a little like a mesh pocket or something. I put the light in there. I will oftentimes take the battery out, or depending on what light I'm putting in. Like if it's an FW3A, there is a lockout so that it doesn't activate inside of your bag. And then I put a nice pen in my bag also. Now, I don't know. I may be able to get this through screening at the airport. If it's in my laptop bag and whatnot, maybe it gets through, maybe it doesn't. I'm not willing to take a chance with one of my nice pens. I'm just not. So I just throw it into my bag that I'm checking. I also throw my little Swiss Army knife because this goes everywhere with me also. That stuff all goes in the little pocket of the suitcase. there you go. I carry a light with me. I guarantee I have a pen or two in my laptop bag. Has a little pen holder in the backpack thing, and there's some of that in there. So then with watches, I always again do the same thing. I take like a nicer watch and a more beater utilitarian watch of some sort. Again, it all depends on where am I going and what am I doing. I've had this watch pod for a while. This came from Sharp Brothers with my Seven Sins watch. So what I'll do with this one is I will, decide which watch I'm going to wear and which watch I'm going to take. And depending on what watch it is, I may put some bubble wrap in here to hold it in nice and secure. It just depends on which watch it is, because I don't want it bouncing around and rattling around a lot. So I will put in, a piece of bubble wrap or wrap it in a microfiber and put it inside of this watch pod. I recently got this watch pod, which is very cool also. And again, same thing. You can just put it in here, close this up, put this facing down, and then zip it up. And again, depending on what watch, this one doesn't bounce around as much. So off you go. So I'll have a watch on my wrist that I wear onto the plane, of course. And then my watches, though, I do not check them. I put them into my laptop bag. Typically, I'm just going to take one and wear one, is typically how I will travel. It depends on, again, where I'm going. If I'm going on vacation for a week or 10 days, I might take two and carry one. Wear one, carry two. But the watches would probably just go, they would just go in my laptop bag because I don't want to necessarily trust them under the plane. And yes, before you ask, I am sometimes nervous putting expensive knives under the plane. Knock on wood. Okay, that's not wood, but there's wood under. I have not had a problem with traveling with my knives on the planes. It's never come up. I've never lost anything. I've never had an issue with my luggage. Ever. Same like I've never had an issue shipping an item with USPS or UPS or FedEx or anything. I've never had an item go missing. Okay? There are times where I might travel with something, a firearm or something also. And in that case, well, that obviously has to go into the plane. And you're way less likely to lose that because they treat those types of luggage way different. So, yeah, that is another way if, you are so inclined or you have a firearm. You can put your firearm in the bag with your knives, and yeah, the chances of them losing that are slim to none. And you don't get that off of the conveyor belt. You get that from them off to the side where the oversized bags come, where you'd pick up your skis and things like that. You have to go and physically, show your ID and pick up your bag if you're traveling with a firearm. There's a whole bunch of other rules about that, and I'm not going to get into that. Every airline is different and all of that. But that is another option if you're worried about going, traveling with your knives. Another option is, depending on where I'm going, I am going to go visit a friend, and they're going to have a knife and or a firearm for me when I get there. Maybe. Depending on where I'm going and what I'm doing. But generally speaking, I always bring my own knife with me under the plane 99% of the time. I don't know that I've really flown anywhere without a knife, other than one time I think I flew to Southern California for a meeting and then flew back that afternoon. I think I went empty-handed on that entire trip. It happens. Doesn't happen often, but it happens. So I hope that answers your question, Will. And if anybody else has a question about this topic or any other, let me know. Just hit me with a comment down below. That helps. There's been a lot of great comments on my giveaway video, and I'm excited to actually respond with videos to all the different ideas, because that was great. There was some really cool things that, much like this, that I got excited about doing a video on. So stay tuned for some more of those topic type videos based on what you guys want to see. So please keep me posted on what it is that you would like to see, either knife videos or topics or anything like that. Because really here to help educate, share different knives and things like that that I either own or get lent into me. So I appreciate the feedback on all of that. That's great. And there's still time, so go check out the giveaway, and you may win this bad boy right here. All right? Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.